This episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3, Episode 5, Last Dance, offers a welcome change of pace as we move from Belly's perspective to Conrad's point of view. For readers of romance novels, and especially those who have read the third book in Jenny Han's TSITP trilogy, Will Always Have Summer, this will feel like a dream. Conrad's, Christopher Briney, perspective is disarmingly engaging, and the transition between Belly's, Lola Tung, and Conrad's, chapters, isn't subtle either. The way Belly is filmed is particularly telling. This, along with the needle drops in this episode, the Rolling Stones and Van Morrison vs. Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift. Audience a better understanding of Conrad's struggle. Conrad is displaying his emotions, not only with Belly but also his sorrow for his mother. It's probably best that the storylines of Stephen, Sean Kaufman, Jeremiah, Gavin Casalegno, and Taylor, Rain Spencer, are merely footnotes in this episode. The show had to explore Conrad's feelings for Belly and rekindle Belly's affections for Conrad as we approach the halfway point of the third and final season. When all the right conditions are met, Conrad and Belly may have a fun-filled afternoon together without any outside interference. Conrad examines every inch of Belly's features in a series of sexy close-ups. We now see why Conrad stayed away, even though some of these photos seemed like they could be used in a montage of an action hero dreaming about his late wife. Any chemistry that Belly and Jeremiah, Gavin Casalegno, may have displayed this season is totally undermined by the intense sexual tension that permeates one scene, in which Belly eats a fresh peach. It seems empty to watch the lovers dance on the dock afterwards. It's difficult to say, but I hope that was the point. Belly's lack of affection for Conrad has been one of my pet peeves with this season thus far. Since she is truly in love with Jeremiah. Or at least thinks she is, I didn't expect her to cry every time she saw him, but the way she treated Conrad came off as cold and uncaring. Everything changes after this episode. Conrad wipes fruit juice off Belly's chin with the bottom of his shirt as they hang out near a peach stand in the country. Both Conrad's longing and Belly's bodily response to the situation are evident. It's a relief that it's there, even though it's subtle. I was concerned that Belly's rekindled passion might appear suddenly, just as her decision to forgive and wed Jeremiah did. This season's narrative has had some undeserved or disappointing moments, particularly in the relationship between Jeremiah and Belly. The time jump in Season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty significantly impacted the show's rhythm. However, the program can expand on this fleeting exchange between Belly and Conrad. I'm eager to follow their story's development. This episode examines Conrad's relationship with his mother, Susanna, Rachel Blanchard, and how it has. Conrad assures his mother that he would take care of Jeremiah in a sweet but tragic flashback in which he chats to her shortly before she passes away. Narratively, the scene isn't very novel because we already know Susanna was a devoted parent. Briney's performance is what's worth seeing here. Conrad has been depicted as being closed off in earlier moments that either directly or indirectly involve his mother. This was intentional, of course, but in The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3, Episode 5, Conrad is more open and vulnerable as he learns to be with his therapist and in other areas of his life since we are seeing things from his point of view. Among the young actors, Briney is arguably the most talented. Though at times it seems a bit too subtle, Briney's body language and eyes, which can occasionally express more emotion than the typical dialogue in YA drama series, are often used to convey a lot of emotion. As far as we are aware, Conrad's point of view will only appear in this one episode this season. Similar to how Jeremiah's inner monologue appeared in a single episode. When we go back to Belly's perspective in the upcoming episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, I'll miss Conrad's voice. It has a genuine and unvarnished quality that Jeremiah and Belly's current relationship lacks. Jeremiah breaks the good news to Belly on the dock. His father wants to pay for the wedding, but he wants to hold it at the club and invite certain co-workers, which surprises Belly. In the end, Belly concurs, stating that his mother would have approved of the wedding. Conrad vows to himself that he won't make the same mistakes again after witnessing them dancing on the pier, particularly since the vows you make on your mother's deathbed are absolute. Because he had Conrad as an old watch out for Jeremiah. He consented and vowed to support his brother no matter what. In the present, he claimed that by traveling to California, he fulfilled his promise to his mother. Will Conrad be able to control his emotions as the wedding draws near? Or will he have to be honest with Belly about his true feelings, breaking his vow to his mother?